Hey YouTube. So I am back, and honestly this is my first time doing a deck profile video of a DCGO deck that I've made. So now that I have DCGO installed on my computer, I have been making a lot of decks, and some decks are really competitive, a lot more competitive than others. So I am a Royal Knight main, so I have my tried and true Royal Knight deck. I have some other really competitive decks right now, but today I'm actually going to talk about a fun deck. Not really competitive, but it is pretty fun. So there is this card called Rasiel. It is not good. It is really not good. So there's this card, Rasielmon from BT4. Basically, it is a 4 cost to Digivolve on top of a level 5. 10,000 DP. When Digivolving, trigger recovery +2 from deck. So honestly, this when Digivolving is very strong. It is the only non-conditional recovery +2 on a Digimon card or any card that we've ever seen so far. So there are other cards out there that can allow you to recover too, such as Kazuchimon from BT7 or Magnadramon. I believe BT3 or BT2, but there are some cards that will give you more than one recovery, but those cards are conditional. Rasielmon is just when Digivolving, trigger recovery +2. So this effect is the strongest non-conditional recovery deck effect in the game. However, again, it is only 10,000 DP. It costs 4 to Digivolve into this Digimon, and it also has this end of opponent's turn effect that is really bad. So at end of opponent's turn, trash the top card of your security stack. Okay, so you can Digivolve for 2, or you can Digivolve for 4, recover 2 cards, but then when your opponent's turn ends, then you're going to lose your security card. And if this remains in play, which, you know, if you swing with it, it doesn't get deleted in security battle, and your opponent is like, oh, okay, I don't really want to swing into this Digimon, because like every turn that is still out, my opponent, or like me, they'll lose their top security card, so I'll just leave it in play. So you kind of Digivolve into this, get this really strong when Digivolving effect, but afterwards, when it is still in play, your opponent doesn't really want to get rid of it because it is good for them that this is still on the field, and you want to get rid of it because that end of opponent's turn effect is just really bad. So I was thinking about ways on how to make Rasielmon work, and honestly, I came to the solution of using a level 7. In this build, I'm going to focus on Greymon Rune mode, but if you want, you can use any level 7 really that can use Rasielmon as a Digivolution source. But let's go over the deck, and although this is what I tried to focus on Rasielmon, currently I figured that unless I bump up Greymon Rune modes to 4, 2 Rasielmons is just good for my build currently. But I haven't tested this too much, but let's go over the deck. So you have the 4 copies of BT14 Tokomon. So inherited effects, your turn once per turn, when a card is added to your security stack, draw 1. So this is just a really good egg. There is a lot of recovering in this deck, even if not adding net cards to security. Your tamers like TK Takaishi will also give you the proc on the level 2 egg, as well as Emissary of Hope, so this will also proc your egg. So basically, anytime a card is added to your security stack during your turn, once per turn, you can draw 1. So in this build, I am playing 4 Cutemons, 4 Pillowmon, and 4 Patamon as my rookies. So Cutemon, Cutemon and Pillamon are just used because they are vaccine Digimon, but they're also floodgates. So Cutemon effect, opponent's turn, your opponent can't reduce Digivolution cost. So this is useful for cards like trainings. So if your opponent has some trainings out, they can't reduce Digivolution costs. Hunters, if they are playing hunters, then they can suspend their tamers, add Digimon from under their tamers to the Digivolving Digimon, but it won't reduce Digivolution cost. Cards like Gatomon, if your locals is playing Mastamon, or even not your locals, but just anywhere where Mastamon is abundant. But, you know, this can come up in some matchups, so I just figured, oh, okay, cool, let's run 4 Cutemons. There's also this Pillamon from BT9. All turns, players can't play Digimon by effects, which is good, because there are many decks out there that will play Digimon by effects. Just to name a few of them, there's D Brigade, because they keep playing out Commandramons by effects, High Commandramons by effects, any D Brigade or Digipolice card, depending on which effect is procced. So honestly, this can stop D Brigade, this can stop Fortitude, Leviamon X Antibody, the Dual Tamers from BT16 that play a Digimon out start of main phase. You know, there's just so many effects that will play Digimon out that are currently being used. So Pillamon will just stop them, which is just generically good. Patamon. So all my level 4s are yellow vaccines. So start of main phase, search your security stack. This Digimon may Digivolve into a yellow Digimon card with the vaccine trait among them without paying the cost. Then shuffle your security stack. If Digivolved by this effect, you may place one yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. So basically, you move Patamon out, start of main phase, you can search security stack, Digivolve to a yellow level 4 vaccine for free. If there is one day that you can warp into something from Patamon, you know, that's cool. But currently, right now, basically, you can only go into level 4 yellow vaccine. And then, when a card is added to your security stack, gain 1 memory as the inheritable. So as you are Digivolving Patamon into the level 4 yellow vaccine, you can then draw for Digivolving, activate any of your effects in the orders that you want as a result of that Digivolution, meaning you can activate the when Digivolving, or you can activate the gain 1 memory from Patamon Inheritable, or gain 1 memory from TK Takaishi. Basically, you can order your effects how you want, but this is a pretty generic lineup. For this build, currently I'm using these floodgates over common choices like Rasielmon from BT15. I personally don't like Rasielmon from BT15. I do, however, like EX1 Rasielmon. EX1 Rasielmon is a pretty good choice if you want to swap it in. So the BT15 Rasielmon, let's go over this one first. Start of your main phase, if you have 3 or more security cards, you may add the top card of your security stack to the hand. Well, if you have 2 or fewer, you may place 1 yellow Digimon card with the vaccine trait from your hand at the top or bottom of your security stack. So this deck will recover a lot. Most of the time, if you have this Rasielmon, start of your main phase, you will grab the card from security, which I don't really like. All turns, once per turn, a card is removed from your security stack while your opponent's Digimon gets past 2000 AP for the turn, which is also an okay effect, but I just don't personally like it. If you switch for EX1 Patamon, EX1 Rasielmon, excuse me, it does have this when attacking inheritable that is really good. When attacking once per turn, if you have 3 or more security cards, draw 1. And because this deck will have a lot of security cards, drawing one is good. However, you might be surprised that this deck will recover so much that you might deck out. So right now I'm not going to use that Rasielmon. I'm just going to use the Cutemons and the Pillowmons. Rasielmon is really good for searching for what you need, but there is a chance that you will deck out just because you are going to recover a lot more than you would expect. So the Rapidmons from BT8, personally, I really like these level 4s for Yellow Vaccine. So 3, and like, I'm going to go over my more competitive builds later, but this is basically the same lineup that I'm using for my more competitive builds. So I have 3 BT8 Rapidmon in this build. It's Digivolve for 4 from a level 3 yellow. Armor Purge, when Digivolving effects, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon for each Tamer you have in play. Oh, it occurs to me that I was not on the show deck, which, okay. So, I'm sorry, this just looks weird now. So when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon for each Tamer you have in play. Then up to 3 of your opponent's suspended Digimon get minus 5,000 EP for the turn. So this is pretty nice. You can remove some rookies on field if your opponent has rookies. You can even weaken some level 5s, some level 4s, possibly delete the level 4. So this can delete level 3s and some level 4s. This might weaken level 5s and level 6s for you to set up for more DP minus later. And this deck has a lot of DP minus. So if this does not finish them, something else might. But even just suspending something, so you can suspend their blocker, is pretty useful. So you can just like swing for the last few checks that you need. So I really like this Rapidmon. And then this Angemon Digivolves from Patamon for 2 costs, otherwise Digivolves for 3 from a level 3 for yellow. It does have several effects. So when attacking, you can delete this Digimon to activate one of 2 effects. So when you attack, you can delete it, and then you can take one of your opponent's virus Digimon and then place it at the bottom of their security stack. Or you can delete this Digimon to give one of your opponent's Digimon minus 5,000 EP. So both of them can come up, but in this build, that's not really what I'm trying to focus on. It's just a good generic card to have, just in case you don't have your Rapidmons handy, but you also want to take advantage of this inherited effect, which is just really, really good. So inherited effect, on deletion, place 1 yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. So assuming that you have a stack with this Angemon in its source, and then that stack is deleted, you can then get an extra quote-unquote recovery with this Angemon. So honestly, this is just really good, but also it has this native on deletion on it. So on deletion, place this card at the bottom of your security stack. Then if you have a tamer, you may hatch in the breeding area. So even if you don't have this in source, even if this card itself is deleted, then it will quote-unquote recover itself to the bottom of your security stack. If it is an inheritable, it will quote-unquote recover a card, a yellow vaccine card from your hand to the bottom of your security stack. So this will just give you more recovery, but from hand instead of deck. And then this Star Deck 17 Rapidmon is just the best level 4 yellow vaccine, in my opinion, that you want to go into with Patamon. Arguably, you can opt for Gatomon if you want the memory from Gatomon. However, I feel like controlling board is better for this deck. So this is why I'm playing the Rapidmons from BT8 as well as the Rapidmons from Star Deck 17, because I do want to control board while also being slightly more aggressive, so that way I can chip away at my opponent's security, control board, try not to lose my level 4s, meaning that I don't lose the stack and have to build up again. But I just really like the armor purge on them. So Digivolves for 4 from your level 3 yellow Digimon. However, usually I just go into it with Patamon or with Emissary of Hope. But otherwise, you can Digivolve for 4, which is not bad, because this level 4 is basically the power of a level 6 Digimon. That's where the lore comes from, or like this is where the card design comes from. Golden Rapidmon is a level 4 with the power of a level 6. So this Rapidmon is just really good. It is also a really strong effect. In this card game, they're able to take that lore and then make it pretty darn close to level 6 power level, but maybe a tad bit under, but is just really strong. So it's 7,000 DP on it. When it becomes suspended, meaning that when you attack with it, or if you block with it, or if your opponent's effect suspends it, you get to minus 4,000 EP to one of your opponent's Digimon and to their security stack until the end of their turn. So this 7,000 DP Digimon will hit security, effectively making everything minus 4,000 DP. So not only will... So you can think of it as buffing up your own Digimon by 4,000 DP. But this is just really, really strong. Basically, only 11,000 DP and higher can win the security battle against this Digimon. But because you attack with this Rapidmon, it will also set up for Angimon and your other Rapidmons or any of your other Digimons that you have out to have safer swings. So you are able to chip away at them pretty darn easily. It does have this inherited effect all turns. When this Digimon is suspended, gain plus 1,000 DP. So the Magna Angimon of the deck. So I'm playing 4 of the EX1 Magna Angimon and 4 of the BT14 Magna Angimon Ace. So honestly, I do not care about the one attacking effect of this Digimon. Like, it's nice, but I just basically never use it. So it is a 3 cost to Digivolve off of a level 4. Level 4 yellow. When attacking, just to go over it, if you have 3 or more security cards, this Digimon gets plus 4,000 EP until the end of your opponent's next turn. So, you know, you could effectively attack with this Digimon. It will be 11,000 DP or 12,000 DP if you have the Golden Rapidmon Star Deck 17 under it. So it could be 11 or 12,000 DP, which isn't bad. But why I'm using this Digimon is because it has a really good inheritable. So inherited effect, your turn once per turn. When a card is added to your security stack, gain 1 memory. So because you're level 6 Digimon recover when they Digivolve, this effectively makes the Digivolution cost of that Digimon 1 less. So for example, if you Digivolve for 4 into Seraphimon, but then you recover, you'll gain 1 memory back from Magna Angimon, effectively making this 3 cost Digivolve. Or to Rasielmon, which when you recover 2, and then you gain 1 memory back from the inheritable Magna Angimon, this will effectively make the Digivolution 3. Which is better numbers that you want to see, because 4 cost to Digivolve is a little bit expensive, but this Magna Angimon will make it cheaper in case that one memory does matter, and you don't want to give your opponent too much memory, or if you do end up being able to keep turn because of having that 1 extra memory. So Magna Angimon Ace, it is a really great card. I try not to Digivolve into it on my turn, but if I do have the level 6 in hand, possibly even Shine Greymon Ruin Mode in hand, it might not be a bad thing to do. But usually I would prefer to Digivolve into this Magna Angimon on my turn. I would save this usually for hard playing for 4 cost or to blast Digivolve. But let's go over its effects. 4 cost, Digivolves from level 4, yellow for 3 cost. So it is capable of blast Digivolving. On play or when Digivolving, if you have 5 or fewer security cards, recover 1. Then for the turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for each card in your security stack. So this is pretty nice at getting rid of Digimon. So this is also feeding into the control element of this deck, where you're trying not to let your opponent get too big, too scary. So you're trying to control their board while at the same time increasing your defense. So this card is just really, really good. Even if there's Overflow 3, which will happen when you delete Shine Greymon Rune Mode with this under, it's not a bad trade-off in my opinion, because you still have that recover from the Magnet Angemon Ace. You do potentially get rid of a Digimon with Magnet Angemon Ace's effect, but even then, if you don't, you still got the recover from it. So even if you lose 3 memory, I don't think that it's that big of a deal, especially since Shine Greymon Rune Mode has really strong effects. So it's probably worth it to just lose the Overflow 3. Rasielmon BT14. So 4 copies of Rasielmon and 2 copies of Rasielmon for my level 6s. Rasielmon is just a better card to go into if you do not have Shine Greymon Rune Mode, or if you are unable to go into Rasielmon and then Shine Greymon Rune Mode in the same turn. That is really, really important, that you want to immediately Digivolve Rasielmon into Shine Greymon Rune Mode, so then your opponent will not get the end of opponent's turn, trash the top card of your security stack, because that would just make this card useless. But yeah, let's go over Rasielmon. So it is 4 costs to Digivolve off of level 5, but again, if you Digivolve off of that Magnet Angemon that you just Digivolved into, this will be effectively 3 cost. If you have not used the Patamon and Hairball yet that turn, or even if you have some extra TK BT14, TK Takaishi BT14 copies out, then it will even effectively lower the Digivolution cost of your Digivolution. But when Digivolving, recovery 1. All turns, once per turn, when a card is added to your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7000 DP, and this Digimon gains security attack plus 1 for the turn. So this card is nice. This is also why I'm playing more TKs. So I know that in other variants of Yellow Vaccine, they have started to ditch BT1 TK for other cards like Kari Kamiya, BT8, or, you know, maybe even splashing Digimon Emperor. But right now, this card's all turns, once per turn, pretty good effects. If this TK is taken from your security stack by a security check, and then you activate the on play, you get to add a card to your security stack, and then this will also trigger the Seraphimon's all turns effect. Or if you blast Digivolve into Magnet Angemon Ace, this will trigger the all turns effect. Or if your Angemon is deleted, this will also trigger the all turns effect. But yeah, there are several ways for you to trigger the all turns effect during your opponent's turn. But yeah, this Shao Seraphion will otherwise just recover minus 7000 DP to something when a card is added to your security once per turn, and gain security attack plus 1. So this is just generally a good card at both control and aggro. And then now let's talk about Rasielmon again. So BT4 Rasielmon, 10 play cost 10,000 DP, Digivolves from a level 5 yellow for 4. So again, if you have the Magnet Angemon under it, it will be effectively 3 costs to Digivolve. When Digivolving, recovery plus 2 from deck, which is the only effect that you really care about on this card. At end of opponent's turn, trash the top card of your security stack. With it being only 10,000 DP, I kind of understand it. They want to make it lower DP, so then when you try to attack into security and then have it die, which is probably what you want, then the end of opponent's turn effect will just not activate because it's no longer on field. However, I don't like it being deleted at all, so I would just really try to get rid of that effect while keeping value. So I will, most of the time, actually all of the time, I will only really Digivolve into Rasielmon if I can go into Shine Greymon Rune mode in the same turn. That is really, really important. If you, for example, go into Rasielmon, pass turn, and then your opponent's turn ends, then you will lose your security card, which is really what you don't want to do. But, you know, if you go into Rasielmon, you keep turn, and then you go into Shine Greymon Rune mode, now Rasielmon is no longer on field, so then its end of opponent's turn effect will not activate. So you still take advantage of the really strong when Digivolving Recover 2, but you don't get the disadvantage of the card for you to lose a security card. So that is kind of where the combo is at. So it's like a small little combo, but Rasielmon into Shine Greymon Rune mode. That's basically what the plan of the deck is. If you do not find the Rasielmon and the Shine Greymon Rune mode, then you can just go into Seraphimon. You can even go Seraphimon into Shine Greymon Rune mode if you can. Otherwise, I would just keep Rune mode in hand, waiting for the Rasielmon, so that I can go into it in my next stack. What I find with this deck is that you do recover a lot. I've played against the bot, which is not saying much, but I have been able to get to 10 security cards. I don't know if it was this deck. I think so. I've got to 10 security cards. I could have gone to 11, but I let the attack through instead of blocking it. But if I wanted to just like maximize my security, it's pretty easy with this deck. Because, for example, let's say you have this Tokomon, you hatch into it, you Digivolve it to Patamon, so that's pretty standard play. And then you play out a BT4 TK Takaishi, putting a Rapidmon to the bottom of your security stack. Even if you put an Angemon, that's also pretty good, because if you anticipate going into Shine Greymon Rune mode, eventually the stack will be deleted, then this inheritable will also give you an extra quote-unquote recovery. But anyways, you can put any level 4 under. Turn after, you bring it out, Digivolve to one of your level 4s, gain 1 memory, draw 1 card, Digivolve into your level 5. If you have Emissary of Hope, you can then also go into your level 6, possibly in the same turn, depending on how much memory you have. If you go into Rasielmon, you then recover 2. Honestly, if you go into this level 5, Magna Angemon, even if you are at 0, and then you Emissary of Hope into Rasielmon, you'll put your opponent at 1, but then you gain 1 back, so that'll go back to 0. So this is just a really nice way to keep turn. But anyways, you can go into Rasielmon, recover 2, and then go into Shine Greymon Rune mode. So that is going to be a lot of recovery. Let's assume that you are using Angemon as a level 4 in your stack. So let's say you have a stack of Tokomon, Patamon, Angemon, Magna Angemon, and then Rasielmon, and then going into Shine Greymon Rune mode. So then that is going to be 1 card added to security, 3 cards added to security, 4 cards added to security, so you can get up to 9 cards pretty easily. If you had this Magna Angemon BT14 instead of this Magna Angemon, it will pretty easily go up to a whopping 5 cards being added to your security, which is pretty darn nice. But yeah, that is just like an example of what could happen. But you know, this deck is pretty nice. I have made it, so while you can include Rasielmon, it doesn't interfere with the game plan of the deck, which is why it is unfortunately not the star of this deck, but it is still at a usable 2 copies. So then when you do find Shangri-Mon Rune mode, then you can just go level 5 into Rasielmon, recover 2, go into Shangri-Mon Rune mode, give the blanket minus 5,000, turn after you attack with it, delete opponent's Digimon, recover 1. So then there's just like, oh cool, the Rasielmon, you take the best part of it, but you just like leave the worst part out. 3 Shangri-Mon Rune modes, so we pretty much know what it does. So it digivolves for a 5 costs from a level 5 yellow Digimon, or level 6 yellow Digimon. When digivolving and on deletion until the end of your opponent's next turn, all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 5,000 DP. End of attack effect, delete this Digimon on one of your opponent's Digimon, and then if you have a tamer in play, hatch 1 Digi Egg card to an empty space in your breeding area. So honestly, this card will also recover, so that's pretty nice. Am I thinking about this wrong? Does this not recover? I thought that did. Okay, it does recover. I wasn't thinking about wrong. It's just not listed in the bottom text box of this card, but it is listed on the card itself. It says, and one of your opponent's Digimon and blank, which is where the recovery should go, but it does recover. So you have 2 of these TKs from BT3, BT1. Start of your turn, if you have 2 or less memory, set your memory to 3. On play, look at your security stack, then reveal 1 card in it and add to your hand. If that card is yellow, recover 1. And then shuffle security stack. So this is nice if you need to grab your Shangri-Mon Rune modes out of your security stack, or if you are missing a level 4 that you want to digivolve into. You don't have the Patamon, but you have like a Cutemon or Pillowmon instead, so you can just drop this TK, grab the level 4, and then you can then digivolve into level 4 either that turn or a different turn, so you can still build up your stack that way. Same thing for level 5. If you don't have a level 5, you can do that, or if you don't have a level 6, basically this TK will just grab you whichever level you're currently missing, so you can just build up your stack. This TK is just nice. By returning the top card of your security stack to the hand, you may place 1 yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. So this card effect is useful for Patamon. If you want to play out this TK, grab top card of your security and then place a level 4 into it. So then your Patamon is basically guaranteed to digivolve into one of your level 4s the turn after when you push Patamon out. Or even if you play this TK, you can set up for an Emissary of Hope play. So if you, for example, have a level 4 Rapidmon out on the field, and then you play out this TK Takaishi, and then you can place, for example, Seraphimon or Rasielmon to the bottom of your security stack. Turn after, you can digivolve into your level 5 like normal, and then you can use Emissary of Hope for 1 to digivolve into your level 6 Digimon, so that's just pretty nice too. Otherwise, Emissary of Hope can just go level 3 into any of your really strong level 4s, or even level 4 into level 5. And then your turn effect, when a card is added to your security stack by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. Since there are so many effects that will add cards to your security stack, this just becomes better over the course of the game, since this will just give you so much memory. So you can go from 3 memory start of your turn to up to 4 extra memory gain from this card specifically, or like from copies of this card specifically. But you can also gain memory from Patamon Inheritable, from Magna Angimon Inheritable. But yeah, there is a lot of memory that you can work with in this deck. 2 copies of physical training just to round it out. So physical training, if you do have a physical training out, it can let you Digivolve into Shangreymon Rune Mode, as well as keep turn. And then, so you get the one Digivolving, and then you are able to attack with it, and you get the on deletion effect in the same turn. So that is pretty nice. Just a whopping mass 10,000 DP to their board. Otherwise, if you don't use it for that combo, it's just a nice tool to have, just in case you want to go from a rookie straight into a Rapidmon. So if you do that normally, it would be 4 cost, but if you use a physical training, it would just be 2 cost. So that is just a pretty nice way for you to be able to go into your Rapidmons. But then Emissary of Hope. Main effect, search your security stack. One of your Digimon may Digivolve into 1 yellow, level 6, or lower Digimon card with the vaccine trait among them without paying the cost. Then shuffle your security stack if Digivolved by this effect, and you have a Tamer of TK Takaishi in its name, recover 1. So this will also proc your when a card is added to your security stack effects, as well as helping you to Digivolve for cheaper. I forgot to go over the actual effect of this physical training, but assuming that you do not know what this is, main effect, reveal top 2 cards of your deck, so this is 2 play cost. Add 1 yellow card among them to the hand, return the rest of the bottom of the deck in a order, then place this card in the battle area. Main effect, delay. One of your Digimon may Digivolve into a yellow Digimon card in your hand for its Digivolution cost. When it would Digivolve by this effect, reduce the cost by 2. So let's go over the goal of this deck again. So you have these floodgates, which will help you to control your opponent a little bit, so then they can't take advantage of their training cards. They can't take advantage of effects that would otherwise reduce their Digivolution costs, such as from the Hunters, Tamers, or from Gatomon. There might be some more things I do not know. I think hybrids, level 5 hybrids, like Jet Sylphimon, Rhino Kabuterimon, cards like that, they just can't reduce Digivolution cost. Pillowmon will stop opponents' Digimon, or like stop all Digimon from being played by effects. You do not play any Digimon by effects in this deck, so that does not concern you, but it will stop your opponents for sure. And then, of course, Patamon, so you can just go Turbo into your level 4, gain a memory after you Turbo, after you go into level 4 for free. So then you can go from 3 memory to 4 memory, and then level 4, you can go into this level 5. You can Emissary, if you have Emissary, go into level 6 pretty easily. And then you can go into Shangreymon Rune Mode. But yeah, this Magna Angemon specifically, so then when you add a card to your security stack, gain 1 memory. This Magna Angemon, just for some extra recovery and control if you need them. Seraphimon, just because this is just generally good at recovery and also controlling the board and also chipping away at your opponent's security. This Rasielmon, currently I only have it at 2. In the future, I may make the deck much more Rasielmon specific, hence why this is a Rasiel work in progress. This deck is currently still being tested, but currently in this build, I'm only using 2 Rasielmons just because I do not want to see it too much, honestly. It is a really strong one Digivolving, but if it is there to serve as the bridge between itself and then Shangreymon Rune Mode, it's not a problem. If it is just there, and like I'm just keeping on field, then it just becomes a huge detriment. That's just really terrible. But Shangreymon Rune Mode, specifically to go over Rasielmon, so you can cover up the bad effect on it. Otherwise, you can just go onto Seraphimon in case you need to use its effects. TKs just for extra consistency and adding card to security to trigger effects. Same thing for this TK. Physical training just for some extra consistency, as well as being able to keep turn while going to Rapidmon, or possibly keeping turn while going to Shine Greymon rune mode. Then Emissary of Hope, just so you can go into basically any yellow vaccine except for Shine Greymon rune mode in your security stack for the Digivolution cost. So I think that I have enough time to try out this deck for maybe a game, for maybe a game or two. Okay, let's see how this goes. Hopefully they will show up. Okay, turned off the middle camera. They did not show up. So I will need to do that again. Okay. BT16 is just around the corner, so this is a pretty exciting time. Okay, cool. Let's see how this deck works. I have used it on my Steam Deck, and it was just wonderful. Keep hand. Probably, yeah. I'm just going to pray that I have a level 4 in security so that I can turbo the Patamon into level 4. But really, it's just really luck dependent if I have in security at this point. I assume that they're playing Rasielmon because they have Ignitemon and the Sunamon. Seemingly, this is Rasielmon. Yep, it is looking very, very much so like Rasielmon. Let's put that Rapidmon in there. Interestingly, this Pillowmon will actually help me because I will stop them from playing Digimon by effects. Honestly, yeah, let's go for it. I could have gone for an extra swing with a Cutemon. Oh, okay, the Cutemon, it's good that it's staying alive. Haha, they can't reduce the Digivolution cost. I may be able to get rid of that this turn. Let's see. So attack. Minus 4,000. Oh, okay, I lost the memory. I have this Patamon so I can gain one back. So I can keep turn, I think. Because this will be net 1 cost. Add to hand. Ooh, okay, so I got the rune mode. Interesting. Okay, I need to put something. Nope, I need that actually. I have too many rune modes. I'll put a rune mode in there. Okay. And then, since I kept turn, I will now Digivolve into this Rapidmon. Getting rid of that thing. Oh, okay. Cool. So they have no Digimon in raising. They have no Digimon out, meaning that they cannot swing the following turn, meaning that I have some pretty safe security checks. If need be, I can also go into this Shine Greymon Rune mode. Interesting. So this Pillamon dies, and then a Rapidmon will attempt to die. Oh, they could also delete the Cutemon if they want. Okay, they surrendered. This deck was just a meme deck, and yet it actually got so far. And you can kind of see how this deck is surprisingly better against Leviathan than you might expect. Okay, so it's now stuck again on the now loading screen. So that I will just exit. I didn't even get to show off the Rasielmon, they just quit so early. Okay, go back. Hopefully it will work, but otherwise I'm just going to keep exiting and going back in until it works. I'll keep. So because I chose these level 4 specifically, in case I don't find my level 5s or my level 6s, I can at least keep the game going for a while, so it's not like I'm not doing anything. But I can at least, for example, go into... Actually, I don't know what they're playing, so either of these is a 50-50 chance, honestly. Let's go into Cutemon, and then go into this Rapidmon. So I am passing my opponent to 4, which feels bad for other decks, but because this Rapidmon is just really good, Digivolving for 4 seems pretty fair for it, even if I'm not going off of a Terriermon or a Lopmon, so I still have to pay 4 instead of paying 3. It is still a pretty fair cost for the effects that it has. Okay. So this is seemingly Jellymon. Okay. Oh, strip the source. Okay. And then they have the Wanyamon, meaning that they will draw. I don't believe that Jellymon plays by effects, although I'm not fully positive. I'll just go into that Pillamon, go into this Rapid. They will need to be over 11,000 DP in order to swing over this Rapidmon. This is just really good. Basically, this Rapidmon is an 11,000 DP blocker. If they don't remove my Rapidmons this turn, next turn I can just minus 8,000 DP to whatever Digimon they have out. So I do have the Rasielmon, I do have the Shine Greymon Rune mode. I don't honestly think that I need to go into them this game, just because my opponent is having a slightly slow start. And I have these two Rapidmons on the field, so I can swing for pretty safe checks, and also control field. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they just want the draw. Honestly, maybe they just really want the draw. Like, they're just like, oh yeah, I'll sacrifice this Tesla Jellymon. They do have so many draws, okay. That was probably worth it for them. I don't know how many, they got like one from Wanyamon, one from this tamer. So they drew 4 cards, okay. Oh no. Interesting. That thing will set them to 3. I think that I should use physical training first. We'll get the rapid. Maybe I should Digivolve into... No, I'll go into the rapid. Okay, they're choking me at 1. Swing! Swing! So I don't know, I think that I'm just going to Rookie Rush, or like Champion Rush them. Can't reduce the evolution cost, so their training then becomes useless. Yeah, so I don't think that I really need to go to Shine Greymon Rune mode in this game, just because my opponent is having a really slow start. They have 1 security, have 4 Digimon out. They can't really use their mental training. I don't think that they need to. Maybe? Oh, it's useless. It's useless. They miscalculated. They miscalculated. Will they gain memory back? Oh, yes. Actually, no, I think that card's bugged. Unfortunately, I don't think that they can gain memory from that card because it's just bugged. So, I believe that the Amphimon, when Digivolving, will not trigger this inheritable effect. Oh no, it does. Maybe it was the Amphimon Ace that doesn't trigger it, or something else, but I do not remember. But they were able to gain memory back. Okay, maybe I take it back. Maybe I do need to go to Shine Greymon Rune mode. Which is kind of funny because you will then you'll see the fun combo if I do go into Shine Greymon Rune mode. Oh wait, nope. Nope. Maybe. It really depends. Ooh, memory setter, so that's pretty nice. This is just weird. So I'm guaranteed 3 memory, really. So that thing can possibly hit me for 2 checks, that can hit me for 1 check. I'm thinking about the inheritable, honestly. I'm thinking so hard about the inheritables. This will digivolve for 3, but that's okay. Because this will also digivolve for 3, and then they'll be set to 3 anyways. So I have 2 of these Magna Angimons in security. I have 1 BT8 Rapidmon security, and I have a mystery card from the TK Takaishi recovery. So we do not know what that card is. Oh, it was the TK Takaishi. Honestly, maybe. This will even help me, because I then get to turbo pretty fast. Unfortunately, I am not in a position to go into Rasielmon in this game, because I really need to get rid of this Amphimon. And it does have a protection effect. It does have the alternate once return protection effect. So even if Shangreymon Rune Mode will delete itself and then attempt to delete Amphimon, it will not go away. So really, I just really need to DP minus it enough so then it would be at 0 DP. So I just cannot use a Rasielmon in this game. You are about to see some turbo action. Which isn't bad. I don't need to recover 2 as much as I just need to get rid of this Amphimon, really. Oh, okay, they have 8 cards. So they are just over the amount threshold. Go. This is pretty degenerate. Okay. Minus 10k to their board. Let's go. I mean, I guess they could still use the effects, so then they can place cards to their deck if they wanted to. Minus 10k to board, let's go. Back to Angemon. So honestly, they can't really do anything right now because they can't really send that Digimon out, so this should be a pretty safe turn for me. I can just even play out another rookie because they can't really do anything about it. It doesn't even activate because it's just 0 DP, so it's on play just fails. This was nice. They did not surrender right away. Hope they surrendered. Okay. That was better than my expectations for the deck. So we did see that the Cutemon actually came in handy because it just nullifies the Digivolution reduction effects from the training card. So training cards, you can use them even if you can't. You can always activate the delay effect, even if it would do nothing, or even if you can't fulfill it, so you can just always delay it. In that case, the Digivolution cost reduction was blocked by Cutemon, but it was a legal action, so then it just still happened. I don't think that I'm going to showcase this Rasielmon at this rate, but I will try. I will try really hard to be able to showcase how it looks like with Rasielmon, but I think that you can kind of visually imagine it. Basically build up the stack to Rasielmon, recover 2, go into Shangreimon Rune mode, turn after Shangreimon Rune mode will delete itself, so they get another recovery. So just from those 2 cards you can recover 3. But yeah, it does get pretty crazy. Physical training. I need the level 5. Yeah. I'm actually pretty surprised at how good this deck actually is. Even against other OTK decks, if I am able to just recover so much that they just can't OTK me, meanwhile I'm just like controlling board and chipping away at their security, then it just ends up working. Okay, I'm playing against Gaiomon. They took the EX4 Gaiomon and the Protoform. Let's see if I get lucky. I can go into Angemon. I mean, I can turbo. That's pretty funny, actually. I don't have a TK out, so it may not be worth it. Oh man, that changes my plans. I could have turboed into the Rasielmon, but I didn't have a TK out, and I just really did not want to burn a security card. Maybe I should burn the security card? Okay, now I have a TK, so I don't need to worry about burning security anymore. Honestly, they're both good. I want them to be in security, actually. So I'll take the Cutemon and pray that Rasielmon and Magna Angimon do not get deleted. Or, like, don't get checked. Okay. They're not getting checked this turn, which is pretty nice for me. That's okay. Oh, the power. I kind of want to be risky. And then we pray that I live security check. Nope, I did not live. Okay. That hurt me a little. So they do not have the piercing. Oh, I got risky. Okay. Physical training. I just need to find a level 4 somewhere. I believe I have one in my security stack. I believe that's Angemon. Can't reduce digivolution cost. Okay, there's one Rasielmon gone. Okay. So I need to think about how I'm doing this. I can go to level 4 for free, go into level 5 for just 1. So it'll be 1, and then I can go to level... So it's still not enough. Actually, no, I can get rid of it. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is nice. Just exactly being able to get rid of it. So I know that the top security card is just the protoform, so that is a pretty safe security check. I might just win this turn. If I just drop this TK, then just add the card to security, get security attack +1, guaranteed to live past the first security check. Might die in the second security check, but then I have Rasielmon to finish. That would be ideal. My opponent's probably thinking that I can't... Oh, okay. Okay, I think that I might have this. I might have this, actually. I don't think it matters. I'll put Magna Edge on Ace. Gain 1. Draw 1. Kogak. We know what it was. Rasielmon for game. So honestly, this deck is pretty nice. I have not shown off the Rasielmon yet, so I will still play until I can try. I'll try to play until I can show it off. I do have work in the morning, which is kind of bad. I have to be up in like under 5 hours. I'll try to go in this one. If I don't, I'll just stop for today, honestly. Keep. If I have a Patamon, I will most likely just keep hand and then just pray. Just pray really, really hard that I can Digivolve it to level 4. This is probably a Nubismon. Is it? No, it's Eosmon. It's purple Eosmon. Okay, non-meta deck. Let's go. I whiffed. I'm now in a weird spot. Oh, okay, cool. Safe. I'm just missing a level 5. If I can get a level 5, then I can just like bridge the gap up to Seraphimon or to Rasielmon. But I just am not seeing my level 5 right now. I just have to hope that my opponent can't just outswarm me with Eosmons. Oh no! Okay, I think that I'm going to lose. Emissary of Hope is actually better than just grabbing Magna Angimon, as long as it is not checked. However, if it is checked, it will hurt me considerably, so I'll just take the Magna Angimon to be safe. This one's better. Well, I ended up getting the Magna Angimon anyways. That is okay. So I'm sensing 5 checks coming my way. 4 checks coming my way. Oh no. Maybe I should have gone the Pillamon, now that I think about it in hindsight. But I don't think that would have mattered. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. I don't think that will help me though. Oh, if they hit Emissary, it adds to hand. Oh, okay, I forgot that does that. So it was good to just leave it in security anyways. The problem is there's not really cards that I need to Digivolve in that will be in security. TK and Emissary, okay. Let's go physical. Sadly, I do not have. Draw. Memory gain. I feel like the biggest issue right now is this Lopmon, honestly. Just because it has the egg under it. And I want to restrict their draw power. I don't think that there's anything in security that will save me, honestly, from 5 swings. Yeah, I'm not playing removal, I think, in this deck. So they won. Oh my god, I forgot this is all turns. But still, I don't think that's enough. Be gone. But sadly, that's not enough because they have more swings that I can take care of. Okay, I'll just play it out for fun. I said that that was the last game, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm just going to keep playing. I can keep this hand. This is actually a pretty good hand, all else considered. Patamon will go into Raising, TK, to see if there's any level 4s. If there's not, then I can take something out and then hope that I recover into level 4. Okay. Let's go see what I get. Do not have level 4. Oh, so I do have level 4. I have 2 level 5s. So I think taking out the... Ooh, actually, taking out this Magna Angemon is probably the best. Setting up for next turn. Okay, that's really lucky. So now this Rapidmon is guaranteed to be at the bottom, so it should be safe. I get the free Digivolve. Go into Magna Angemon for 3. Let's think. Let's do some math here. So I can go for 5, go into that for 3. It's not worth it yet. Actually, no. Okay, I'll just stall for a bit. Even better. I don't know, I might just do the Rapidmon aggro approach. Really depends. So I need to do some math here. So if they put me to 3, then I can effectively go up to 5. It still won't be enough to go to Rasielmon and keep turn. I need like a physical training. Oh, okay. I'm actually pretty darn surprised, but I will keep turn. Unfortunately, I do need to get rid of that Metamamon. No, actually, no. I think that can work. I can make this work. LOL. I was about to do it too. But you can see, I was actually playing as Metamamon, which is not good for them. Because since my deck focuses on recovering so much, that I will actually have so many security cards that I will just not have security attack -1. And I think that they kind of understood that. That was what I was going to do. I was just going to keep recovering. So then I would... all Digimon that I had, regardless of level, would have security attack. I can make this work. It's a shame that I did not get to show you the Rasielmon combo. It would have been pretty darn nice to have it on video, but I have done it in some games that I've played before I started to make this video. But I think that you can probably believe me. That's actually pretty nice. So I do have a Magna Angemon in security, so that is good knowledge to have. Is currently the bottommost card. Okay. Oh, okay. So they want the Magmon to die, which I understand. I'm playing against Royal Knights. So very likely, even my Rasielmon will die once I've established it. So unfortunately for this matchup, I will have to keep going low to the ground. That's what I would do if I'm playing. Like, I play Royal Knights a lot, so I understand that, you know, for example, that Gallantmon was just 13,000. If my Rasielmon attacked into it, even with the 1,000 buff from the Rapidmon, it would die. So the strategy against Royal Knights is most likely you'll have to just keep going low to the ground. Just stick low to the ground, just play whatever you can. Actually, yeah. If you stay and then you just like try to rush them, basically, don't even bother going up in your stack unless you are pretty sure that your stack can live. And in this deck, it's very likely that my stack will not live. Maybe the Magna Angemon Ace, that's what I would return probably. They currently have Dennismon and Alphamon, so that's not too bad. And Gonkomon. So currently I should be able to live. Oh, I can choke them at one, which is pretty nice. I say just go for it. This Pillamon is helpful against Omnimon, but it's not worth keeping. At least not now. Guaranteed rapid. Guaranteed Magna Angie. No, I should have done the Seraphimon. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. I was not paying attention. I clicked on it. Yeah, I messed up. I meant to click on Seraphimon, which is a shame. I also had to give up one of my Emissary of Hopes. Okay. Wow, they have really turboed. That is such a shame. If I put that Rasielmon in there, I could really go to Shine Greymon Rune mode pretty easily. I can still go into it, I believe. Not sure if I'll keep turn. Okay, 3 plus another 4, so I'll be at 7. 7, free until 5. And then, actually 1 until 5. And then 3 into, yeah. I could have kept turn with the Shine Greymon Rune mode to minus 10,000 EP to everything, but I messed up. Oh. Okay. Okay. I forgot that I can add that in. It's time for the turbo. I did mess up with the Emissary of Hope. I could have kept my 3rd copy. That's actually pretty fire. Oh, that's their only Dynaspawn. So I kind of want to get rid of it, so I think that I will still go into Rasielmon. Wait. I may have done that wrong. Maybe I could have gone into... Actually, no, now that I think about it, I could have gone into Rasielmon. Ah, actually, yeah, Rasielmon would have been better. Well, it's too late now. Yeah, if I went to Rasielmon, I could have just recovered 2. Because either way, they were going to be deleted. Yeah. Or I could delete one of them, I guess. Actually, no, they were... Yeah, it would not matter. I would just get an extra recovery. So I should have gone to Rasielmon. So now they have 5 unique Royal Knights under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still not enough to game me. They lost their Dynaspawn, so I don't know what they'll call 4th now. Do they have Systemons? I don't think so. Oh, they do have a system on. Okay. I'm still thinking about how I messed up in this game. But that's life. So really, I messed up at 3 points, but then the first point ended up not mattering too much. The second point was when I wasn't paying attention, and then I clicked, yes, I will use that TK effect to gain 1 memory back. And then the third, so then that costed me an Emissary of Hope to choke them at 1. And then the third point was when I could have gone to Rasiel after all. Whoops. There's nothing. Huh, I may have done that wrong. Maybe if I keep maybe if I put Rasielmon out, they will not finish me off. I don't know. The safer one is still probably Rasielmon. Oh, I keep turn. This has exceeded my expectations. They could Omniumon, but they could not win. Interesting. Oh, because it's not on play. I did not ever realize that that works. Admittedly, I never knew they could do that because that's not an on-play effect. So I guess I learned something new. So they have 8 attackers, if I'm correct. Because that Gonkomon can then play out the Systemon from trash. And that Alphamon has walled me from attacking, so this... I can't win. The Pillamon. I did not play this well at all. Think about it, I probably should have played Pillamon. Yeah, I have made so many mistakes in this game. Maybe it's because I'm tired. I unfortunately cannot attack. I need to do some math here. So I can gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 memory. So Digivolve for basically -1, so I'll go to 4. And then... Okay. I did not account for that Magna Angimon, but that makes it even better. Oh, I also ended up decking out. So even if I can recover, it will not work. So I have played that really, really poorly. Okay, this time for real, this will be the last one, no matter what happens. If I pull it off, if I don't pull it off, if I win, if I lose. But anyways, this will be the last game. It is currently 3:48 a.m. I need to be up before 8 p.m. or like 8 a.m. So I have like under 4 hours of sleep, assuming that I sleep past 4. Okay, I will try really, really hard to pay attention to what I'm doing. I have nothing, so I will just Rasielmon. Now, at least I have basically an 11,000 DP blocker. I also have nothing again. I'm just bricking so hard. This is terrible. This is just terrible. I very much want to play another game, but I told myself that I would not. Yeah. This is just horrible. I can't play this. Okay, I don't want to count that. I'm sorry. But that wasn't actually a game. It's like, assuming that this is like an actual game. Okay, yeah, this is actually keepable. So then, regardless of the result of this game, I will quit for the night. Shine Gray does not belong in there. the likelihood of me going to 2 Shine Grays is not too high, so I'll take the Rapid. Yeah, let's do memory +1. Yep, so they can return one of my Digimon. Probably Patamon. Oh wait, no, they can return both. Okay. There's a very strong irony in me taking out the Shine Greymon Rune mode. Since I already have 2 of the Golden Rapids, I'll just take the Magna Angimon. This is unfortunately the only level 4 that I have. And I'm still missing a level 6 too. No, I don't really want to. Actually, maybe? Okay, let's put some cards in. I don't really need that Shine Gray. think that I live for this turn. Oh, okay. So they got the game, which is pretty good because I really need to go to sleep. Aw, man, they don't have the game yet. So for 1 cost, and then for 2 cost, gain 2 back, gain 3 back. I guess it doesn't matter. But at least with a Magna Enchimon Ace, I did get that extra recovery. I'll play this TK first, surprisingly. Should I? Yeah. the overflow. I forgot about the overflow 3. They most likely will also have a hybrid in game. I don't think that they're playing hybrid with more than 5,000 EP. So I don't think that they'll be able to digivolve into it and swing for game. What? Do they have jamming? Oh, they do have jamming because of the Pokemon. Okay. So I assume they have to say no to all those effects. Okay. Yep, I am calling it for the night. It is now 4:07, so I need to be up in less than 4 hours. So we'll see y'all later.